Good morning, hello, and a happy Monday. I'm looking forward to getting back into Rust today. And I was looking through right before the stream. Hello, Asitsu. I was looking through what our next moves are. So, first thing to do is to move that date time into the struct field for the request, the request task. I think that was in routes tasks. I want to say so. There's task response. Okay, so JSON request task. Oh, there was update request task, right? Task response, task. There we go. Okay, request update task. Completed at is an option, and we want to turn this into the specific date that we were interested in. I should install like well, every time I have pain for like, ooh, I can't find these things. I wonder if I should now build out. Okay, so we have routes and tasks. I think I should like put this out into like another folder too. So I'm gonna create this. We're gonna call this task. Move you into here as a mod, and then we'll have these sort of like incoming types. Well, incoming and outgoing types. So data, like a data structures, data types. I could also see this as being the routes and mod. We have the mod and then the routes. In which case it would be the opposite. So hold on, you'd be it's going to take all the structs that are in here. So starting with you. No. Hold on. So starting there, copy all of you and put you in here. And that means in you, we'll pubmod tasks. Oh, we already had a mob test. Okay, well, pubmod tasks. Then in tasks, we're going to have routes. And then we can get all these things. What are you upset about? Oh, right, because in here, then we just fix all these errors. Okay, so here you are. Routes, you're Okay, you're decently fine. Mod. Okay, so you're upset because in here we have tasks, uh, routes, get all tasks, but then the rest of it is okay. And actually, we can make this similar to all the other ones. We have get all tasks. We'll throw that in here. Okay, so that's happy. Now, we can go into our routes and into the bottom here for we have updates. We're using this date time with time zone, which I think we saw that was usable. Why are you upset? Oh, because I did the wrong one. It's supposed to be this one down here. Completed at. Date time with time zone. And you need to be pub now because you're a different file. Okay, so back to you. Maybe this still works? Possibly? We could rerun the test. We're looking for around 4, maybe 5 failures. Oh yeah, 4 failures. Okay. So oh yeah, everything is still happy. So that tells me that this is done. Okay, so we've moved datetime to be deserialized in the update request. Um wait, have we? Wait a second. I didn't change the routes part of that, did I? So completed. Okay, so hold on. So I have you coming in. It's completed with daytime with time zone. How do you still work then? This shouldn't be a from string anymore. I shouldn't need to do this part. I don't have to map the error. I then just set that. Okay. Request update task. Completed at is option date time with time zone. I'm using request update task. Is that right? Request update task. Yes. That's the request task coming in. Okay. So then Completed at is not a string. Completed at would be an option with the datetime, right? I guess. Why is that happening? Request update task. Oh, wait. Did I forget to delete all these? I forgot to delete all these structs. Okay, hold on. That would explain that too. Okay, so then we'll have some errors when we pull all these in from super. I copied. So I didn't actually pull them in properly, which is a thing. Create task. The trait bound function type error extension impl future. Oh, is create task. Just create task like that. Is this the one that I had sort of changed? Is it because there's multiple create tasks? Or maybe because you have an error in here? Oh, it's because you had an error in there. Okay, that's why. Okay, so let's try this again. And this time we're setting, okay, now it knows that it's a date time fixed offset. Which, looking at this, if we're setting it to be a sum, I could probably get away by just doing, well, I don't want to set it if it's a none because we didn't pass it in. So I don't want to change it at all. Because what if it is a sum already and I don't want to unmark it back. So this is fine. Okay, so that's good. It also makes me wonder, is it like a double? How do I pass in nothing to uncheck it? Ooh, that might be a bug. Also, might be a bug that I'm okay of like having in this course. I'll have to think about this. Until then, we did that. So the bug potentially would be what if I want to uncheck to mark this as not checked? So I send a completed at with a null. If I send a completed at with a null, that's really a none, and that doesn't get set here. But if I don't send it at all because I'm not updating it and it's sent, that's also a null, which would be a none. So that's rough. Like how do I know if I explicitly sent it or not? Actually, I think this might be a bug that only Rust has because of because it's harder to check to see if a struct exists at all. This would be a Axum thing. We should take a look into this. So Axum Rust. I want to check. I want to know if an optional thing was passed in. So if option this was coming in through the body, passed in. Ooh, I don't know how to properly search for this. This is tough. So Rust, Axum Rust, option. So the issue here is when we're doing an update, if completed at is null, we're never going to do this because it's an if let sum, because that becomes a none. But if completed at is if completed at is set, then obviously this will then update to have completed at be set. But what if I want to update to have completed at be unset? So therefore it's unchecked. We have not completed this. That's sending an explicit none. But what if we're also, because this is a patch, what if we're also just not trying to update completed at? Let me see if I can find. So in the backend tests, okay, should be able to update all the fields. That's the one we're doing, I think, right now. Next up is can update some of the task without losing data. So initial task, we have this set. We patch to update task to set just the description, and that's fine. What if I want to redo this test again? So can update a completed task without uncompleting it. Okay, so initial task. So we'll create exactly the same task here. Do this. Create a task. We have to mark it as. Okay, so that creates the task. What was marking as complete? Is this thing. Okay, so we have a completed URI, and then I want to do an await axios dot. I think it was a post. To put. Okay, so base URL, tasks. Oh, I already have it. Hold on. Completed URI. We put any data here. Data. Oh, it's just empty. And then we have our headers, which, as we can see from this one, headers are just, we already have the headers. Okay, so we do that. That should mark it as completed. Then we create our update task. So I just want to update the description. We patch the task with just the description. Then at this point, to be select from where first. Expect, okay, so we have all these things, this is fine. We also expect db task dot completed at to be null still. No, I don't want it to be null. Hold on. It is going to be null. I did that backwards. I want this to be something. So to be a string. I don't remember how to set like the type in here. Also, oh, this is the DB test completed at. Yeah, let's hold on. Let's find out how to do this really quickly. This is just JS. I want types. To be a string. Oh, wait. I think we can check to see if it's like to not to be null, to not be null. So not to be null. Not to be null. I think that's what I want. There's a double option in assert with crate. Interesting. Okay. The question is, can I do that without affecting the API in general? Okay, so you failed. Can update some of the data, some of the tasks without losing data. Can update a complete task without uncompleting it. Okay, so let's do this again because they both should fail. It should distinguish between not set and null. Interesting. Okay, so there's a double option in the Serde with crate. I wonder if I just can do option myself, or if I have to do a double option with Serde with. Oh, it's probably okay. It probably is the. Okay, you're happy. How are you happy? That just works. Um, task is not defined. Line 384. The completed URI. Oh, it wants this task. Uh, created task response. It's probably this one. Option on its own won't work because issue 1042 on the Serde repository documents it. Ah, okay. So we have to use a special thing from Serde. All right, let's try that. The Serde with crate. Is it Serde underscore width? There we go. All right, and also you're done. Uh, request failed a status code of 400. You didn't yell at me. Well, that's because I'm handling all these errors. But okay, so can update some of the tasks without losing all data, which is part of this route right here. So if you're set, I set you. Otherwise, I'm not setting you, I'm saving you. But where do we give a 400 error? So there's internal server error. Not found as a 404. Internal server error. Okay, wait a second. What's not really showing me like where exactly that error happened in here. So it's a 400. I don't see a 400 on mine. Unless it was somewhere else. Can update some of the tasks without losing data. Um, okay, so I properly changed the name of this test, so it should be fine. Complete URI. Oh, interesting. So this test was working before. And then I created this. Hold on. Did I break it? I don't have like a task up here or something. No. Ooh, I do have this task. Nope, that's the wrong test. Okay, hold on. Let's try this again. Meanwhile, skip serializing all empty option types with skip serializing none. Well, that's close, but I think it's that option that you were talking about. Okay, so some of that. Oh, we're still getting a 400. Where exactly are we getting a 400 from? I guess. So I wonder if it's from here. So let's put in a. Okay, so you don't have the NAT documentation, but maybe in here. Okay, so I got to here, which means this request succeeded just fine. The update task. We then do the patch here. Okay, so now, ooh, I bet this is part of the request and these derive. Okay, I bet it's gonna fail here. Uh, where would I find? Okay, so it's a double option. Can I find a double option? There it is. Oh, we got the here. Okay. We got here. Request failed access code 400. I wonder if there's a DB await. Oh, I'm doing the wrong test. Okay, hold on. I'm doing this in the wrong test. It's this one that's happening. Okay, so hold on. Let's create user. Can I? Okay, I think I can do this where I can just do an npx jest and then give a very specific test title. Zero matches. Cool. Nice. Um, oh, because that's the full pattern. Oh, do I have to like take out? Oh, okay, fine. All right, so I bet it's update. I bet it's the update in here. So I bet it's not the create. The create user is probably fine. The post is probably fine. It's this. Um, this has a completed URI. I may not need this at all because it looks like this is already checking to make sure it's not null. Although I may have just, I think I put that into wrong. I've been working on like the wrong test today. That's fun. Okay, so 400, but we got here. So I bet. Okay, so here's the create the new task. Yeah, okay. So here's we create the task. Then one more. Makes a distinction between a missing, unset, or existing value. Okay, so I got another here. Next up is this put. Where a market is completed and put in there. That should be fine, but we should double check this. So none represents a missing value. Some none represents a null value. Some value represents an existing value. I think this is exactly what we want. So we have to do this. Okay, so we have to pull in the assert a with and pull in this. Oh, and all of these things. Look at this. We did not get the here on this one, which was actually the completed URI. Okay, completed URI failed. Why is that? So completed. We've had task ID completed. Is there a task ID completed? Put, so it's a put. I think I did that as a put, yes. It's after the middleware, so it requires these headers. The headers should have the appropriate headers for it because we get it here with create user, which gives us the XAuth token with user token. Okay. And then we go to mark completed. We have internal server error not found. An internal server error. Do I have any of the intos in here? So complete that. Okay, I guess we'll see if this works first. put a debug here. All right. I need to figure this out for Jest. So Jest.js, I want to like run one test. Can I run them in here? No, I cannot. Can I remove the spaces and then use that as the pattern? Oh, that's a pattern for, okay, hold on. That's a pattern for what the test to run on. Excuse me. That delayed third sneeze. Okay, so config, I want a specific test to run. When I did one, it doesn't, it still runs the test in the other things, right? I believe. Or only. Okay, that's test. Run only tests with a name that matches the regex pattern. So that's -t. But when I do that, is there a bunch of like setup stuff? Or what if I do this? Do only here. Then a dot only. And a dot only. Then a dot only. Maybe this will work? Still takes a significant amount of time. I wonder if I have like setup stuff in there that takes time. 5 skipped. I still did all the user cred stuff. I didn't want to do that. Do I have like an only on that by accident? Let's do API. See, I don't. I only have describe. Do I have to put like a skip? Okay, to tax crud, update task, and create some of the tasks without losing data. There's that 400. Okay. And now here, cargo watch. Now this is interesting. I didn't get the DB here. I didn't get the DB here. Mark completed. Is that because of the middleware? I can verify that pretty easily by rerunning this test, but putting mark completed on the other side of this middleware. Oh, hey, finally that skipped user cred. Okay, excellent. So now I can skip all of the. I have to put an explicit skip on them, not only. Okay, so that being said, okay, so you're still at the 400, so it's not the fact that the updated is in there. Okay, so hold on, one thing at a time. So now they know I can do skip. I want to do you. Oh, I needed to before all. It probably was doing that. So when I skip you, skip you, skip you. We'll do you. I bet that it only works on tests itself. Let's double check this. Yeah, it must be the setup. I must have like a before each or something that does a lot of stuff before it runs the test. But okay, skips all these things. Okay, so it updates all the fields that works. Can update some of the tasks without losing data, and then we get that 400 error. Can update some of the tasks without losing data. I see that. Yeah, with the underscores. All right, well let's dive through this. Okay, so we get you as create user. I have the here, and that isn't happening. Oh, I think we tested, right? Like create user doesn't trip it. I forget. Let's uh let's just do this one at a time. What we can do to make this a little bit faster, we'll do a sets this await. B is a marker. C is what I expect us not to have. D and then E. Okay. So we did not get C. which is after this put for the headers. Okay. Because I bet this, oh, created task. It should be created task. That's why. Okay, let's try it again. Okay, we got all of them this time. We didn't get the here. Ah, okay. So that worked. Can update some of the tasks without losing data. Okay, so if we now come into here, so we mark it as completed. We update the description, and we want completed at not to be null. I almost want to just do a console.log. What is the DB task completed at? How did I? Okay. I don't think I'm testing for the thing that I want to test for correctly. So basically, we are completing the task. So this created task. Okay. So we mark it as completed, and then we update. Okay, we mark it as completed. We update just the description and only the description. Okay, so far this is working. What was the other one? The other one was if it is completed. Now you're not running here. I'm confused about that. Okay, so mark completed. Let's come back up here again. Oh, I don't have my debug. That's why. So if this is something. Oh, right. Okay. So if this is set to something, we mark it. But what if we want to unmark it? What if we want to uncheck it? So this one makes sure that it's still completed, and that's fine. I want to now repeat you. And I want to complete it. No, I want to uncomplete it. I want to uncomplete the checks. So I want to can uncomplete can uncomplete a task with an update. So I do all this stuff. So you're not completed. We create you. I then patch. Okay, so I want you to be completed at is what was it? It was 2 ISO string, I think. I think it was 2 ISO string when we sent it up. Yeah, 2 ISO string. Okay, so mark completed at like that. We patch you. We expect completed at db task. Oh wait, no. This isn't the one. I want to can uncomplete. So hold on. I'm going backwards on this. I want to mark you as completed. I don't do it this way. Or I could do it both ways and we can update it twice. But maybe this will work. We update, we set you like this, we patch you. And then I essentially want updated again. Now let's do our we have completed like this. We want to do this. Don't need the now. Completed URI, created task. Okay, so we mark you as completed. We don't need this. Don't need this. Okay. We update the task. This become now I want to explicitly set completed at to be null. We patch you and hand in the update task. We get this back, and now we expect to see expect db task dot completed at. We expect this to be null. And right now, I expect this to fail and still be null. Okay, I think I finally figured it out. Yeah, today I'm guessing I'm a little bit more tired than I thought I was. My brain doesn't seem to be quite working properly. An uncompleted task with an update, expected null, and we received this. Okay, so this worked properly. We can now come back to routes. Now we want to use this double at that Isitsu you showed us. So that is, we need to pull in Serde with. I don't think I need JSON. Do I need JSON? not sure. Um, I guess we'll find out. Okay, so next we derive Serde. We derive, deserialize, and serialize, and that's fine. The next step is going to be this thing here, which we have to add right before our double option. Okay, so that's going to be in the mod for tasks. Here's our request update task. We want you right here. No quick fixes. Is that because it's still running? Yeah, it's inside the struct. Add the and then yep, option. Okay, so I need the option. Then we need option. Okay, so you're happy here. Now now you become an option here. So if you're set, that means you're set. And at this point, we can now just set you to be completed at. So if you're a none, you get set to a none. If you're some, you get set to that date time. I think that works. Okay, let's rerun you. Maybe. Okay, it can now run them. So I can uncomplete a task with an update, and I can complete those without losing data. Okay, excellent. Thank you, Asitsu. That was great. Let's update our test and remove all of these console logs. Okay, so you go away. You go away. You go away. And you go away. Okay. We don't have you anymore. And then I think we had a debug in one of these. Not here. Nope, not here. Not here. Okay, we should finally be good with that. Okay, excellent. All right, so there's something new yourself, not something I thought about before, but you see why it could be a problem. Yeah, and it's something that we only get with a super strong type system. Something like JavaScript where it's like willy-nilly and who cares what's happening. That seems to be fine. But the double option is a super good tool to have in the back pocket. Okay, so are we testing user cannot uncheck another user's task? I think we're good for this. So hold on, let's update you. All right, so we're all good here. So we are. Oh, you know what else? Those tests. Okay, test. I need to take off all the skips. So only. I want to take where it says dot only. And I want to replace it with dot. Oh, actually, oops. Nope, undo. So want dot only and replace it with absolutely nothing. Okay, like that. And then we want to take a dot skip and replace that with nothing. Like that. Okay, that should make everything happy now. So we can we are updating tasks now. Okay, what is next? Let's rerun all the tests real quickly. Next is going to be we should not be able to mark other users' tasks as completed. Really? Did I not put that in the right spot, or oh, I'm not testing for it. I'm not double checking. So hold on, test. Yeah, test. I think it's that one. Yeah, should not be able to mark other tests as completed. Okay, so completed here. So it's behind this one, so we need to be logged in. That's true. If you don't treat them, oh yeah, so if you use a double equals to check for null, that will cause the problem because a double equals in JavaScript will auto convert a null to an undefined and vice versa. Okay, so if we go to mark completed, we find by ID, we get this one, so I need a filter. So we want to add a filter here. It's going to be the where. So I think, what is that? Like that's you. That's task column user ID is equal to. So I need the user. Extension user. Okay, so it's an extension user. Okay, is that model? Okay, so you're equal to the user.id. And I think that's it. I think that's all I need to do for this. So when I first designed this, I didn't really think that that could be a problem because I wasn't thinking in Rust, in terms of Rust types. So I wonder next time how I could how I could see that as a potential problem and add that into the test suite. You should not be able to mark other user tests as completed. I got a 404. Oh, look at this. Okay, so I do a await Axios put for completed with the wrong headers, right? So this is user 1 task, but I'm using headers 2 for this. This gives me a 404 because I couldn't find the task, and so we're pretending like, hey, it's a URL find, so that's a 404 coming back. It's like, oh nope, route bad, you can't do this, which means it crashes out of here. I need a try catch from this, so we actually should have an error. So let's do a flag for this. Got error. I'm gonna set this to be false. Put a try. I'll put that down here. So I want a const response equals to that. Wait, nope. Inside of here, I want to check to see that it's a 404. So I want to expect response dot status to be 404. And then we also want to set got error equals to true. No, wait. Catch error. I think this actually comes down here. Okay, I think this is how it works. We do this thing. I don't actually care about this response here. We want error dot response. I don't remember if it's error dot like data dot response or error dot response. Before 4 got error equals true, and then we want expect got error to be true. I mean, it's also an argument for why we should have automated test suites when we can, because when we run into little bugs like this, like, imagine that we're actually creating a to do as a service or something, and a user comes back and says, hey, I did an update and suddenly all my tasks are completed. And we can go in there and just like write tests to sort of figure out and use tests as a way to fix the bugs easily. And then, of course, verify that they don't happen again. But well, that's fun. Expected a 404. Got this. Okay, yeah. So where's my 404 in here? So status was this? Oh, error.response.status, I think. I think that's what it is. I bet inside of here somewhere is a response with a 404. Somewhere. There it is. Status. I should put timings and all the pre stuff. I bet I'm doing like a lot of database things or creating all the users over and over and over again. Those are taking a long time. Okay, there we go. We can now mark other user tasks as completed, and we should not be able to update other users' tasks. Okay, so updating other user tasks is going to be the same thing, right? So when we do update, I do task, we do one, so let's get the user ID. Then we put a filter when we find by ID. Okay, so now we shouldn't be able to find it even. Uh, am I testing this properly here? Let's find out. We might get the same 404 error. Next time we do this, I might put some of the tests into like different folders, based on which CRUD they are. It's pretty large file, and it's getting a little bit tedious to sort of look through and sort of understand what's happening. Something else I want to do is I want to look into testing, um, doing these type of tests with Rust, because that could be fun too. Okay, request failed. Status code of 404. So same exact problem. We create the task, we patch here, which means we need to have a try, which means you need to be after this. Okay, and you're one more down too. Okay. If you fail, okay, so we expect error dot response status to be a 404. We also would expect you got error. We expect you to set this flag to be true. Okay. Let's try this again. Expected 404 received undefined. Okay, so what did I do differently this time? Error.response to status state status. That's my problem. Need to spell things correctly. That would help. There we go. And now all of update task is green. And we've got just soft delete a task next. Okay. Let's clean up all of our warnings. We have so many things in here. Oh right, because I removed all of these structs. So don't need you. Any of you. Oh, no more. Okay, awesome. Great. Okay, so we can update a task. Next up on our tests, we should be able to soft delete a task, and we should not be able to soft delete another user's task. Stephen, do you think you can do college full time and work full time? So, it's a, it's a, it's hard. It's hard to state like what you can do, like what is capable, what you're capable of. I don't know you. So that being said, would I recommend it? No, I wouldn't recommend it. Um, yeah, as Kafka says, it's full time for a reason. So think of this. Working at work full time is generally more than 40 hours per week. Unless you've got a remote job, that 40 hours per week also includes travel time to the job, travel time from the job, your mental breaks. Oftentimes it's 9 hours actually, because you have the lunch that doesn't really count. So you have 4 and 4. So already there you've got it's taking more than 40 hours a week just for all of your normal work. Now on top of that, are your classes all remote? Can you do them all night classes? Can you do all of your work at night? What are you going to give up? And if your answer is you're going to give up sleep, then there's an inherent problem with learning and giving up sleep, which is we can't really learn very well if we're not getting the appropriate amount of sleep. So then are you going to take easy classes that you can just graduate easily with just to get a degree, or are you going to risk failing your classes, which would then put you farther behind on getting a degree? And if you fail your classes and you're taking what is it called, financial assistance, if you fail classes, they could actually require you to pay back the loan immediately, depending upon the terms of your loan, which could be extremely bad, as you might imagine. So be extremely careful about this. It's not a good idea to get a full-time job. and work full-time at college. But you can do a part-time job and full-time college, or part-time college and a full-time job. That's very common. A lot of people do that. And if you're already not getting enough sleep, then be very, very, very careful about that. And if you're an Android who doesn't sleep at all, then yeah, like you could just work 24/7 and make tons of money and get an education. I forgot to ask the Android question. So that's an option for Androids, for my Android viewers. You use iPhone. Unfortunately, iPhone users need sleep. Um, we just can't do that. It's us Android users that don't require sleep. Okay, so you got you set up, pushing those up. Interesting. In Germany, for public universities, you're not allowed to work more than 20 hours a week if you're a full-time student. That's probably a good rule for all those things that we discussed earlier. Uh, yeah, here you would get students trying to do full-time jobs or two part-time jobs at the same time to be able to afford college, which really sucks because um, college is just, I mean, in America it is overpriced, and I believe that most, if not all, colleges underdeliver compared to the price that you pay. So that is, but that's just a personal opinion. I like it. It's free in exchange. That See, that's where you don't like. That's like the complete opposite of over here in America, where you have to go into extreme debt to get the underwhelming education. All right, so we're all good here. You're all good. Okay, so I think we're done for the day. I've got all my stuff going. All right, so with that, thank you for hanging out with me today. Tomorrow we'll be back to finish up the testing or writing the back end for the To Do app, and then we get to plan the YouTube course, like the YouTube videos for the course, and hopefully it should be pretty good. It'll be fun. So with that, have a great rest of your Monday. Good luck choosing whether or not to forgo sleep for an education. Hopefully you don't forgo sleep. And then have a great day. See you tomorrow. And bye.